Have you ever had a terrifying dream where a plane crashes? Was it a warning, a sign, or something deeper? Well, let's talk about 8 prophetic meanings of a plane crash in a dream and what it could mean for you. With the recent surge in aviation disasters making headlines, many are left with feelings of fear, uncertainty, and disbelief. While such tragedies are deeply unsettling, they can also serve as a prophetic end times warning. The Bible tells us in Matthew 24 that in the last days there will be wars and rumors of wars and distress of nations. God can speak through His Word, through events, through dreams and visions. So could God be speaking through these recent tragic events? And could a plane crash in a dream also carry a similar prophetic message? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about 8 prophetic meanings of a plane crash in a dream and what it could mean for you. Number 1, a prophetic warning of danger. An airplane in a dream can represent many things, including a large church, corporation, or business. It could be speaking of spiritual elevation, big aspirations, or goals. So a plane crash could serve as a spiritual alert or a warning of danger in a certain area of your life. It could be showing that you need to be aware of an upcoming crisis, attack, or betrayal. For instance, your plane crash dream can represent an unexpected negative event that could be physical, emotional, or spiritual. The dream may be a warning from God to be alert and cautious about a specific situation, person, or decision. It could also be a warning to a church, a prophetic ministry, or a large organization of some kind. A plane in a dream can also be symbolic of ministries and leaders in high positions since they operate at elevated heights. A crash could indicate that a church leader, pastor, government official, or someone in authority is about to experience a fall due to sin, deception, or corruption. So keep in mind that if you dream of a pastor or a well-known figure in a plane crash, it could be a warning that they are on a dangerous path, possibly facing moral failure or destruction, and God may be calling you to pray and intercede on their behalf. Number 2, a plane crash in a dream could be a sign of a demonic attack or spiritual sabotage. A crashing plane can be showing the enemy's attempt to derail your destiny, ministry, or calling. If you feel like you are about to take off in life, but suddenly things collapse, the dream may be revealing a spiritual attack meant to stop you from reaching your purpose. Jesus said in John 10:10, "The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full." So be aware that this type of dream could be a warning of demonic sabotage, and God is raising a red flag to let you know that you've been engaged in spiritual warfare and that you need to spend time in prayer and intercession to overturn the plans of the enemy. Proverbs 22:3 says, "The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty." This verse highlights the importance of recognizing warnings and taking action. Number 3, a crashing plane can represent sudden disruptions or failed plans. A plane can represent a high-level goal, mission, or endeavor. Just as a plane takes off with a planned destination, your dreams, career, or personal projects might be set on a specific course toward success. But if the plane crashes, it could be symbolic of unexpected obstacles, setbacks, or delays that prevent you from reaching your intended destination. For example, in real life, you may be working toward a promotion or launching a business, but circumstances beyond your control, such as financial issues, opposition, or personal struggles, can cause everything to come crashing down, and this could play out in the dream where a plane crashes. Proverbs 16:9 says, "In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps." So this scripture serves as a reminder that even when plans fail, God can turn it around for our good. Number 4, a loss of control or a lack of preparation. Planes operate based on precision, preparation, and navigation. So a crash in a dream could mean you're in a situation where you feel overwhelmed, unprepared, or unable to control what's happening in your life. It could be that you're starting a new relationship, career, or a new ministry without proper guidance, and the dream is warning you that things could collapse if you proceed in a reckless manner. Proverbs 19:21 says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." This type of dream may be a call to examine your intentions and motives to see if you're moving in the direction that God intended. If not, things may spiral out of control, much like a plane crash that results from a lack of preparedness. Number 5, spiritual or emotional burnout. A plane crash can also symbolize spiritual, emotional, or physical exhaustion, meaning you've been pushing yourself too hard without proper rest or direction. The dream could be a warning that you need to slow down, reassess, and seek God's wisdom before everything collapses. It may be that you're involved in too many commitments, such as family, church, and career, and you're running on empty. So the plane crash in your dream represents a breaking point where you can no longer sustain the pressure. But Jesus said in Matthew 11:28, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." This reminds us that when we're overwhelmed, God offers us peace and restoration. Keep in mind that a plane crash dream isn't always negative. It can be a warning to course correct, slow down, or prepare better. Sometimes God allows plans to crash because He has a better route for you to take. I want you to always remember that. Number 6, a loss of faith or a spiritual decline. A plane crash can represent a sudden fall due to doubt, sin, or discouragement. Perhaps you once felt strong in your faith, but now you're experiencing struggles with faith backsliding, or you're losing spiritual momentum that threatens to bring you down. It could be that you've experienced a faith crisis where hardships make you question God's goodness or presence. It can also mean that you feel lost, purposeless, or disconnected from God's plan. Paul said in Galatians 5:7, "You were running well. Who hindered you from obeying the truth?" So God may be attempting to stop you from experiencing a spiritual crash by encouraging you to stand strong in faith and in His Word. Number 7, divine redirection or course correction. A plane crash could signify a sudden halt in your plans because the direction you were heading in wasn't the right one for your ultimate purpose. God may allow a crash to redirect your journey and bring you back to a path that aligns with His will. For instance, you may have been pursuing a particular career, relationship, or project, but through this type of dream, God is signaling that it's time to stop and look at where you're headed. The crash serves as a divine interruption to steer you toward a new opportunity that will better fulfill your calling. A plane crash could further indicate that God is refining your faith or purpose through a period of disruptions. Just like after a crash, a plane is rebuilt and re-engineered, God may be using a crisis or challenge to reshape your character and spiritual life for something greater. For example, you may be experiencing setbacks in a personal or professional area of your life, but those challenges can purify your heart, build your character, and ultimately prepare you for God's greater plan. God said in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for prosperity and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope." A crash may feel like a loss at first, but it often marks a new beginning and draws you closer to God. Now, it's important to know that where you are in relation to the crashing plane can matter to the interpretation of the dream. Are you flying the plane? Are you a passenger on the plane? Or are you watching the plane crash from the ground? If you're the pilot, this would mean that you're in a lead position in navigating a certain ministry, organization, company, or business. On the other hand, if you're a passenger, that would be showing that you're a part of a large group, church, organization, etc. If you're watching the plane crash from the ground, it would represent something you will see play out, such as the crash or collapse of a ministry, organization, industry, or a person of high rank or authority, and God may be calling you to pray against it. And number 8, surviving the plane crash. So if you survive the plane crash, this is good news. This would mean that although a situation may seem to have failed, God will sustain you and bring restoration. 2 Corinthians 4 says, "We are hard pressed on every side, yet not crushed, struck down, but not destroyed." Have you had a dream involving a plane? I want to hear about it. Leave it in the comment section. Hey, have you picked up your copy of The Mysterious Language of Dreams yet? In this book, I go more in depth about dreams and dream interpretation than I do on my YouTube videos. I talk about the depth dimension of dreams, dream layers. I talk about the time dimension of a dream. Also, dreams and the imagination, which is quite interesting. I also have put over 40 real-life actual dreams that people have dreamt in the book for you to practice your interpretation skills. Also, in the back of the book is a dream dictionary with over 400 dream symbols. So I've left a link in the description box below where you can go and pick up your copy of The Mysterious Language of Dreams today. New book cover, same book. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you all next time.